Describe to you a little bit about what the International Space Station looks like. It's essentially like a long tube. It's like an airliner, as though you're an airliner. The front part is American, the aft part is Russian. We're getting ready to add on a European module as well as a Japanese module. There's a Canadian robotic arm on there as well. We have windows on the bottom of the spacecraft, so we have the pleasure of looking out at the Earth. It's just incredible. My first impression is when you fly over continents on the Earth, there are no borders. I think our organization here and the idea of people's independence, women around the world, just is a reflection of that idea of just a world with no borders and no limitations. My second impression, excuse me, I do have a little bit of a cold. My second impression was looking out the windows which look to the side. You know, people think that we're flying way far away or close to the moon, and we're really actually very, very close to the Earth, only a couple hundred miles away from the Earth. And so when you look out the side and you see what a small little atmosphere that we have, it really hits home and reminds you that we should be protecting and recycling and taking charge of our own planet and making sure it's safe for our generations to come. One other thing, though, those are my two big impressions from my space travel, but another thing that people have asked me throughout my career is what was it like to be a woman in a lot of male-dominated professions? And it's an interesting question because I've never really thought of that. It never really crossed my mind. And my answer back to that, I was a helicopter pilot in the Navy, was the helicopter doesn't know if you're a man or a woman. The spacesuit doesn't know if you're a man or a woman. The spacecraft doesn't know either. And so those limitations that you think in your mind is just your perception. It's not a limitation of the hardware or any of the equipment that you have the potential to operate. And one more reflection I'd like to pass on to some of the children here is I was up there for a pretty long time, almost 200 days. I also did a lot of spacewalks, 4 of them. It was just incredible. But those are just a matter of time and place. I think I would be most happy if all of those records got broken by this generation that's here in the audience today. I think we're going on to the moon. We're going back to the moon and then on to Mars, and I think I'm going to be a little too old for that. So I take that as a challenge for all the young folks out there to please follow in our footsteps that we have made on the moon, etc. And come join us at NASA. It's a wonderful place to work. Thank you very much.